My name is Tony Wheeler. I'm one of the founders of Lonely Planet Publications. I've always enjoyed traveling to the odd places in the world.
States like these,
as soon as Mr. Bush said there's an axis of evil,
constitute an axis of evil,
my first thought was, well, I've got to go there. And I went to Iran, I went to Iraq, I went to North Korea, and then I added 6 more countries which for some reason have been labeled as bad, and that was my book, Badlands. It's a country that has just gone through one disaster after another for 30 years. And yet it's also a place that anybody who goes there just falls in love with the place. One of the places I really wanted to see was this minaret that's way off in the center of the country. It's the sort of thing that would be as the Statue of Liberty is to the US or the Eiffel Tower is to France, the minaret of Jam could be to Afghanistan. May, I'm the first visitor for that year. Well, you know, Iran was, in some ways, the strangest place in the whole mix. It's a charter member of the Axis of Evil. It's a strictly Islamic country, and yet almost anybody who goes there discovers they are the most friendly, outgoing people imaginable. I traveled to Iraq, but I haven't got a death wish. I didn't go to Baghdad. I just traveled around the north. I went up to the border, walked across, and there I was in Iraq. I didn't even bother to get a visa. And I traveled around for a week, had no trouble at all, met lots of people. It was an edgy place, you know. You know there's a war going on, even if it is further to the south. And Mr. Gaddafi is a sort of charter member of the Bad Boys Club. It's a country with a lot, for tourism, it's got a huge amount to offer, except it's got no tourists. It's got the best Roman ruins around the Mediterranean. It's got some amazing desert down in the south. It's just like a children's picture book. You know, these endless sand dunes, and you'd driven about 20 miles and you had no idea where you were at all because it looked just the same in every direction. North Korea, I have to say, is the most strange place I'd ever been to. I think surreal is about the only way you could describe North Korea. You constantly felt you were on a movie set, that if you walked around behind the building, you'd find it was just propped up and it wasn't real. I hope people reading this book will realize there is 2 sides to every story, and we see these places just as war zones or as places where bad things happen. And the fact that you're in a place that has a bad reputation doesn't stop it from having an everyday side to life as well.